Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in lovely, really pretty, there was even a gorgeous pink sunset last night, Seattle. And it's not too cold here. I mean, we basically didn't have winter, although I guess it might snow on Monday.
Might happen, yeah, Sunday night, Monday morning.
Yeah, and I'm going to be driving during that time because I'm going to be in Portland Monday morning on K2 for their morning program, doing a segment on creating the art of creating wealth. So if you live in the Portland area or you want to catch it online, you can go to K2, which is a television station in Portland, and I'll be on there for maybe 8 minutes, you know. You have to do a lot. You have to, make sure your makeup looks good. They don't have a makeup person. You got to fix your hair. You got to have the right clothes on. You have to have the right color. And then you go on for 8 minutes.
That's the same morning routine for me. Exactly. I don't know how you landed it. It was perfect. Exactly what I go through.
Really? You are hysterical.
Yeah,
he doesn't do that. No. That's the beauty about radio. Although we have a camera in the studio, we didn't used to have cameras. And you could just, roll in here with your pajamas on practically and no lipstick. And no one would know what you look like. Now I actually have to do a little bit of, cosmetic care before I jump in the car at 8:10 in the morning.
But some of those TV people, they go from the counter up. So it's it's the desktop up. So whatever's below, they're wearing shorts.
Well, they don't
and,
have
flip-flops,
this is true. They don't have a makeup person at the studio. At least when I've been to the station, they don't have a makeup person. But
I told mine to take a break. So
but they have this room right next to the green room, and you get to see all the stars and celebrities and news people go in there, and they've got everything: blow dryers, curling irons, makeup, hairspray.
Full board of,
So they walk in there and do their deal, and and they look gorgeous. By the way, they look stunning. They know how to look good on air. So
there's two parts to be played there.
What do you mean?
To be heard and to be seen.
Yes, right.
We just have half of that.
I know, except for the camera that's kind of staring at me, but it's fine.
Yes, you look pretty good. I have the face for radio, so I'm just saying.
Oh no, what are you talking about? Everyone
I have morning
says how
I have morning beard right now.
Everyone always says that.
So everybody, they need to know now because it's going to come out. I slept here last night.
I know, yeah.
Yep, Lisa's like, what? So my brother-in-law is a band called Point of Arches, and I saw him perform at the High Dive last night. And so it's like,
where's the High Dive?
It's in Fremont, just right on the other side of the bridge
there. So it's a
there.
bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Or lounge, night lounge, whatever you want. Club.
Right.
And so he performed around 9-ish, and I'm like, okay, it's already kind of late. That's usually my bedtime. And 12 rolls around. I'm like, I got to get back over to the east side, right? So I finally drop off my date.
Yes,
and,
who lives over here.
Yeah, exactly. A good friend of mine, Julie, she ended up going to the show with me, super good friend. And we ended up, on my way home, I'm like, you know what? I'm just not even going to keep going. I'm going to turn off, dip off at work. And I'm like, I'll just do a couple things and then just take a
nap
snooze
here
underneath
at
the
studio.
desk. Yeah. And then our next door neighbors over here, the country station, Claire, came busting in at 4:30, rattling this giant chair. She needed to borrow a chair. And
she was
and I'm like,
you up.
oh, what was that? She's like, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's fine.
We're I think that was a good decision. I'm very happy you stayed in the studio.
Me
and
too.
then, of course, you weren't late for work,
No, not at all. Nope, my commute was amazing. It was 3 paces, maybe 4 from where you are to over here.
Sleeping underneath the desk to the microphone.
Yep.
Great.
It's perfect.
Well, one of the things we get to do here on the show is take people's calls, and we're really blessed. We get people who call from around the country and sometimes around the world.
Yep.
So we have callers already ready to ask a question. And so who do we have?
Yeah, it's an open mic day for the Marie Manuchehri Show, 877-825-8828. We'll take Patty calling in from Northfield, Illinois. So it's got to be cold.
Okay.
We're not even going to lie about this one.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you fine?
I am. It's cold though. It's new for me. So
Are you new to the area?
Well, yeah, I moved here 3 years ago when I was 74, and I came from Michigan, so it was cold there, but this is a level up.
Yeah. So no going outside. You just stay in, order pizza if the guy can actually deliver it, but just don't go outside for a few days, right?
Yeah, my son had to call and tell me that because I was going to go to the store yesterday. I need to go to the store, but yeah, I guess they don't. You don't realize.
Yeah,
It's kind of It's sunny and pretty, so you don't realize how cold it
and
is.
breathing. It's really hard on your lungs, to get that much cold air into your lungs. It's just not healthy.
Well, and your nose sucks together.
Oh, yeah, and that too. But yeah, I would just order food. If the pizza guys are willing to deliver.
Now you're putting them out there.
Well, it's
They've got a job to do.
It's all right. They can, whatever.
People need pizza. I'm just saying.
So what can I do for you, Patty?
Okay, so when I moved here, I moved to be with my family, and I love it, and I'm glad I'm here. But I have been experiencing just more fear and anxiety. The first year and a half I was here, I lived with my kids while I was looking for my own place, and now the last year and a half I've been in my own place. So that's when the reality kind of hit, like, oh my gosh, my life was in Michigan. I mean, my history, and
Right.
I worked 2 jobs, and now I'm tutoring. But anyhow, more anxiety and fear. I don't know what's causing it.
Well, how about getting a dog, number one, if you don't have one? And then why not date? You are lovely, fun. Let's get dating. Come on. I mean, what are you waiting for?
To meet somebody,
Okay,
it seems like.
Well, so guess what? You can't be in the house and or the grocery store or at your children's
Wait until it gets
homes.
warmer, though, too.
Yeah, wait till it gets warmer. And date. So you're gonna have to get on something online or join some dating group, a meetup group. You're gonna have to put some energy into this because when people are in a physical reality, they actually have to put energy. Like the universe says, hey, if you want a brand new car, even if you don't have the money right now, they say go to a car lot and drive a few around, get excited. So the same thing is true with creating anything you want. You have to go meet it or be available to meet it, and sitting at home isn't going to work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, well, that was easy.
Yep. So you think that the fear, I mean, it's, I know about self-talk, and I use your what-if questions, and I heard about you on Suzanne Gieseman's
She's
show.
so lovely. She is.
Yes.
I hope that we get to spend, we've never met, so I hope we get to spend some time together. I do think you need something for your adrenals. I think that they've just been taxed a little bit, your adrenal glands, and when we get into fight or flight, a lot of times the adrenals get depleted, and you somehow got into some fight or flight that you were unaware of. And I think you need to take some herbs or vitamins for your adrenal glands. That's what I think.
Now, my doctor put me on ADHS. It's a biotics adrenal product. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I'm not.
So are you thinking it's not working?
Well, how long have you been on it?
Well, for actually a couple of years, but he's taken me off of it, and then I go back on it. I've so maybe now, the last 2 months.
So if it's not working because you've given it plenty of time to work, then you probably need a different formula.
Okay.
Right. And do you see a naturopath?
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah, no, not a naturopath, but he's
an alchemist.
A functional doctor or whatever.
Yeah, so see if there's a different formula. I think you need more rhodiola, and you can just start taking like rhodiola. It's super calming.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. So everything's fine. Go date. Get a dog, maybe.
Thanks,
You're
Lisa.
lucky.
Thank you, Lisa Murray.
That's all right. You're very lucky. You're very lucky. You're a happy person overall. You're fulfilled. You're surrounded by your family. You're very fortunate. So let's just go have some fun.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day and stay warm.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Patty, for calling in. And if she has a dog or she's going to get one, there's always the dog parks. That's where you always meet
Benny,
others.
You are so smart.
Well, you know.
See, that's why she needs that dog. Go get some cute little thing, not too big, not too small.
Baby or a kid. That works too.
Yeah, Benny's smiling there. But yeah, that would be great.
Borrow your kid for a few minutes,
yeah, just take the dog out walking and meet all kinds of people. That's super smart. Okay. Who do we have next?
We'll take Keely calling in from Texas. Hi, Keely. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, Keely. How are you?
Good. I'm a little nervous. I actually got on.
Don't be.
Is this your first time calling in?
It is.
Oh, well, thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. How's Texas?
Good. It's definitely not as cold as Illinois or
Yeah. Thank goodness, right?
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
So what can I do for you?
I wanted to see, I've kind of been in a bad mood and stressed, and I've had some health issues, but I was more calling about the bad mood lately.
Well, I was last night because I stayed up too late, so I was watching some YouTube video from some astrologer,
Cool.
and it was a guy that I'd never watched before, and he's so funny. He was just hysterical, and he was talking about how the transits right now are like really challenging, like they're really difficult. There's all this weird Pluto and Mars and all these very interesting challenges. Astrology. Obviously, I'm not an astrologer. Otherwise, I could speak about it more articulately. But it was hysterical. So I just wouldn't go down that road right now in terms of what's wrong with me. I would go like, okay, it's a little crazy right now. I would wait. If you're still feeling weird in another week, I would be somewhat concerned, but you're probably doing a tremendous amount of inner work because a lot of people are working on letting go right now. And letting go is not easy. It's not fun. The way he described it is Chiron, which is kind of this rebel energy symbol, if you will, in the astrology world, is in the last degrees of Pisces. And Pisces is all about letting go. And so at the last degree, that means that everyone's actually working really hard at letting go. Okay, I got to get this done. Chiron's going to leave Pisces any second now. It's going to move into Aries. And I don't know when, but very soon. And so everyone's working really hard at letting go. And letting go is sad, and it doesn't feel good, and it's disappointing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about it. Regarding your health, though, because I drew out your energy, and when I looked at the energy in your solar plexus, it just kind of moves in and out. You're not keeping the energy in your solar plexus or your second chakra for that matter. Those are the two areas where the energy is just not flowing in a really healthy way for you. So I want you to work on falling in love with yourself.
Okay.
Because that governs the third chakra governs the immune system, and self-love is the vibration that chakra needs to have in alignment with the human that it governs to have a healthy immune system.
Okay.
Okay, so work on that, and don't worry. Right now, because of the Pisces Chiron thing and a bunch of other things that I don't really understand, you should be feeling a little annoyed right now. Like, it's okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Go back to bed. Get some hot chocolate. Go for a walk. Just relax. Just relax. It's okay. Just relax.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Is there? Sorry, one more. I'm curious about my thyroid too. Did you see anything?
I don't see. You actually have energy moving into your thyroid gland. So I don't see a depletion. I don't see a red light. But there are herbs you can take to make that beautiful gland stable. So I think that would be lovely.
I started kind of taking them recently. So
Good. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Thanks, Keely, for joining us. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Manuchehri Show. We'll take one more before our first break. Christina from Portland, of course, that's where you were heading.
I know. Bit, so. I'll be driving over there and hanging out with one of the producers, Tammy, will actually be hosting the show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's lovely. She listens to our show all the time.
Yay.
So it could be a really lively, fun exchange.
There
could
you
be
go.
super fun. Okay, so who do we have?
It's Christina. Sorry, we got sidetracked, Christina.
That's okay. Hi.
Hi, Christina.
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm lovely. Thank you. What can I do for you?
So I was just calling to basically just get like a general energy kind of read from you.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in a place in my life where I'm transforming and becoming, finding this new path. And so I was just kind of curious what you see or
Well, so far as I'm drawing out your energy, every single one of your chakras is in the receptive mode. So that means you're on track. And what I heard, though, when I started listening to your voice is that you really need to give yourself more pep talks and more credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you are on the right track. You are in alignment. All this receptivity through every chakra, which is unusual. I don't see that every day, even every week, not even every month. So this is awesome. It means you're on track. You know where you're heading, but you still have to give yourself a lot of positive nurturing and good job, babe. Everybody needs that. Even people who we consider immensely successful, I guarantee you they are giving themselves positive pep talks, and they have been throughout their success, whatever that means. Even marriages, people who have really successful marriages, they give themselves pep talk like, good job, honey, look what we did. Yay, we got this, because life can be a little challenging, and most people have very negative internal dialogue, even when things are going good. And when we're in transition, as you were talking about, we get scared and nervous that it's not going to work, or what if I'm wrong, so even good things can be stressful. So it's going to be important for you to just be super loving and nurturing and excited for yourself right now, because that will help everything grow bigger and help you to accomplish more.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Great. Congratulations, and have a beautiful day in Portland.
Thanks, Mary.
All righty. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks very much, Christina. 877-825-8828. Oh, let's just take one more.
Before
That's
we go
cool
to
with me.
break?
Sure, why not? Jenny
Okay.
from Bothell, welcome to the show. How's it going?
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Jenny. What can I do for you?
I missed you at the gym, Marie.
I know. I didn't go at all this week or last week or whatever. I haven't been in like a week. I went on a nice little hike.
So you took your gym outdoors?
Yeah, I went on an 8-mile hike, but it wasn't like super, it was more of a walk. It wasn't really, up a mountain, let's put it that way.
Counts.
Yeah, and I did go dancing, but I haven't been to the gym. Okay, Jenny, so thank you for going to the gym, and what can I do for you?
I'm going through a major transformation. I discovered Louise Hay's work recently, and I also am reading A Course of Miracles. So it's been like a really emotional last couple of weeks. Doing
Chiron.
lots of So I just wanted to see what you have to say to me for all of that. I'm having a little bit of struggle, communication with some of my family members, but I don't know.
But why are you surprised about that? You have some traditional thinking family members, and you are so not traditional. You and your husband just are not like that. It's like you're modern day hippies. Like you in other words, you guys do things and create things, but you're modern day hippies. You're relaxed. You're like, well, do we want to do that? No. Okay, let's not do that. It's lovely. And so I find it surprising that you are surprised when you're more conservative kind of family members who really aren't on the edge of thought are not in agreement with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So even though The Course of Miracles I've never read the book. My guides actually have asked me not to. I know that sounds weird. And I'll explain why. It's a fabulous book, I know, and it has fabulous energy. And I actually think it's good for you because the Course of Miracles is going to keep you on track. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
That's so people who I tend to overdo. I tend to be too organized, and I can get a lot of projects done in a short period of time. Yes, people do help me, but I have a lot of motivation. So I don't need something that's going to tell me, oh, you need to do this and this and that, or did you do this today? Because I'll just overdo and burn myself out. So the Course in Miracles helps people to stay motivated. And it's not that you're not motivated, but you get distracted. You know what I mean? So this course is actually really good for you because it keeps you on, oh, we didn't finish that yet. Oh, did you go back and finish that? So I love it for you. I think it's fantastic. And you're going to have to just be okay with your family not agreeing with you and stop trying to get them to agree with you. That's not your job this time on earth, is to get your family to be all on the same page. Your job is going to be to help other people in the public sector to grow and expand, not your family.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
And
that's kind of where I'm heading, anyways, with even my career and stuff. So
yes, you're supposed to work with the public. I think you have a lovely family, by the way. I really feel this sincere, incredible love in your family. I love it. So let's just let it be that, and it doesn't have to be anything else.
Yeah, I have to just let go of that, right? Just they can believe whatever they believe, and we're not on board with that, and that's okay.
I know. Yes. Because you have what everyone wants in a family anyway, is loving relationships. Yeah. You're very lucky. And so, no, they're not going to get on board with you. So don't try to help them. They don't want to. They're like, uh-oh, she's doing it again. Do we have to go right now? Or, so yeah, just leave them alone. Just love them. And just let them love you.
Thank you so much,
You're
Maria.
welcome.
That's what I needed to hear. Thank you.
Good. Hopefully I'll see you at the gym soon.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jenny, for joining us. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're going to take a small little break, and we'll be right back with more.
Hi, this is Marie Manuchehri, and I'm really excited to announce my second online course beginning February 2019. This course is called the Advanced Chakra Experience. In this 3-part online course, I will share my vast wisdom of the chakra system and how it relates to energy medicine. With this knowledge, you will easily hear, see, or feel the vibration of these powerful energy centers, allowing one to heal themselves or others. Each one of the organs has its own unique frequency, vibration. Like the gallbladder, for instance, one of the things that slows down the gallbladder energy is frustration. So when we think about healing the gallbladder, as an example of one of the organs we'll be talking about during this lovely 3-part online course, we're going to talk about the vibration that is the healthiest for the gallbladder, like joy, fun, relaxation. We're going to talk about how to hold those frequencies and how you can send it directly to your gallbladder. For more information, go to energyintuitive.com.
If you talk and they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
The Marie Manuchehri Show is streamed live over the internet. So if you have friends or family members living outside of the Seattle area, wanting answers to life's questions, encourage them to listen to the show and to call into the show to talk with Marie. If you are interested in receiving guidance on an issue in your life, call Marie locally at 425-373-5527 or toll free at 1-877-825-8828 for her insight into your situation.
Make us part of your daily routine. Alternative Talk 1150.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in really gorgeous Seattle, although it is starting to get a little foggy, but we can see the beautiful mountains and Bellevue. It looks stunning here from the studio. It's just lovely. And I want to just do a little shout out to the class participants from this past weekend where I gave a talk at East West about money, money, money. And then we did the art of creating wealth on Saturday. It was so fun. We had sold out classes, both of them. So thank you everyone for attending. I just had such a blast. In fact, one of the we had 3 people from Spain who were in the workshops, which was really fun.
Oh, cool.
When I did that retreat a couple years ago. And one of them flew from Arizona to attend the workshop. And so then some of us went out to dinner afterwards. We just had a lovely time, a great group of people. And I will be offering creating the art of creating wealth as an online course in the near future. Lisa and I are just working on language and picking a date, and then we'll have it up on our event page on the website at energyintuitive.com so you can sign up for that. It was super fun. I loved it.
Sweet. Glad it turned out.
It turned out great.
Let's take now Grace calling in from Portland. Hi, Grace. Welcome to the show.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Of course.
Super excited to talk to you.
Oh, great. Is this your first time calling in?
No.
Okay.
That's okay.
Has it been helpful in the past?
It has been incredible in the past, and I'm
Yay.
in such a better place for all of your advice and what-if questions, and just kind of knowing that you're out there as a resource whenever I'm feeling like I need something.
Oh.
All right, you buttered
That's
that
so
bread. You buttered that
sweet.
bread pretty thick there. So.
Thank you. That's really nice. So what can I do for you today?
Well, I'm curious about how my energy is flowing because I'm trying a new diet, like doing plant-based for the first time, and I feel like I'm kind of cleaning out a lot of stuff, and that feels really good.
Yeah.
And then I was curious if there was any messages from the other side. My father passed last spring, and I've been trying to be more in touch with that.
Yeah.
but there's still some fear there and letting the messages through.
So here's what I want you to do, because your dad would love to have a chat with you. You know, your dad's one of the, this doesn't happen often when I look at people who are on the other side where they really miss their earth life. Most people are like, yay, you know, like, okay, bye, losers. You know, and they really don't say that, but it's kind of how they feel because it feels so good and it's so beautiful and it's such high vibration. You're not confused about anything. You also don't have to pay a mortgage or work, or you just get to do whatever you want. But your dad really loved his family. At least that's my usual interpretation when I see someone who looks a little like, why am I over here again? You know, kind of a thing. So he has his shoulders down a little bit, and he knows. He says angels have given him flyers about you have to learn how to be present and you have to learn how to be happy in the moment, right? So he would love it if you could get your act together. He's literally saying that. He goes, if she could just get her act together so that she could see me while she's putting on her makeup in the bathroom. And he says, you don't wear that much makeup, by the way, so it's a quick ordeal. But he says, he says, if she could only get her act together and see me in there, it would make both of our days, or hear him or feel him. So this is what I want you to do, because it's not that you don't have the ability to do this. It's what you said. It's the fear. When people have fear in their energy system about the multisensory world, it actually prevents them from having a full experience with it. It just does. So to remedy that, maybe this evening when you're by yourself, kind of in a meditative space where it's really quiet or something really lovely where you feel centered within yourself, I want you to have a talk with the universe. I want you to look up at the ceiling, and you don't have to do it exactly the way I'm describing it, but this is how I've done it in the past for my own self, because everyone has fear about the multisensory world at some point as they become multisensory, like, what is that? You know, it's kind of, right? I want you to look up at the ceiling, and I want you to say, look, I know I'm scared, but I want to have a full, intuitive, psychic, multisensory experience. I'm ready. I want it. So I want you to, because if your energy system is quaking in this, the universe is going to take that as a communication that you really don't want it, because your emotional body, or I would say your mental mind, which then is affecting your energy system, is saying don't. And so if you can speak it out loud and be clear, and you can say, I know I'm scared, but I don't care. I want this. Then the universe will go, oh, now we can help her with this because she's showing us exactly what she wants.
That makes sense.
Okay, so I want you to do that, and then your dad's jumping up and down. Then he can hang out with you when you have a cup of coffee or something in the morning. Or, you know, my father's been on the other side for, I think, about 12 years now. And we didn't have a tight relationship when he was alive until maybe a year before he passed away, which I'm very grateful for. And he shows up spontaneously in my life, very oddly, you know, like, oh, hi, Dad. He goes, hi. And then he just says the sweetest, it's just such a fun interaction. In fact, you may feel on some level that you might be a little closer with your dad in some ways than you were when he was in physical form. And he really wants this. So, okay, you got your homework.
Well, no, that's perfect. We didn't actually connect until like 4 hours before he died.
Okay,
really.
So it's similar with, so I understand even more so. But he loved his family so much. So why was that?
We were just disconnected. We were never really connected. I didn't know if he was my father or not. And so when he went on his deathbed, he reached out, and we had like 3 amazing transformational weeks. And I'm like going through this whole awakening around the whole thing. And so,
So you
really,
didn't even know. I mean, you guys didn't know that for a long time what the deal was. Oh, that's so exciting.
Right.
How fun. No
so
wonder he wants
to
this.
spend more time.
Of course. Okay. So you got your homework. He's ready. Go have some fun.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Grace, for joining us. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. And we'll take Stacy now calling in from Edmonds. And I know, Stacy, you had an amazing view last night. I don't know if you were able to see it from your spot.
Oh, yeah, because there was the gorgeous sunset.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Hi, Stacy.
It was stunning.
Was it really?
It was stunning.
It was
I told
pink.
you, right?
It was like pink.
I took a video.
Oh, really?
Everyone's doing it. I told you.
I sent them to everybody I know.
Good job.
Gorgeous.
Good job.
Gorgeous. It was like Well, moment, definitely. That's a kick. You mentioned that.
Oh.
I was yelling over to my son, Colin, girl, got to run upstairs and look at the sunset. It was amazing.
It was.
Amazing.
The pieces that I saw were stunning. So what can I do for you today?
I would like to know a couple of things. Like the last caller, I want to know if there's any messages specifically for my husband, and then about my chakras, if there's any that I can sort of pay more attention to. I mean, I know a couple already, but just how are they looking these days?
Actually, you are the second person today that I've drawn out their energy system, and all of your chakras are receiving energy. So you're in a really good spot. You're in a fabulous, wonderful spot. And your husband he's just hysterical because he goes, does she ever get tired of wanting to connect with me? So it's kind of like, honey, like I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And maybe if you could just not think about me for half a day or 2 hours and just, so that's his message,
I can hear so many other people.
Well, and the reason why is it's because when we have an emotional connection that's not really, it's good. You're in an awesome, I know who you are, so you're in an awesome place. I think you're doing phenomenal after losing a spouse that you deeply loved. I think you're doing fantastic. But still there's pain and longing and you miss him, and that's a low vibration. So, you're kind of going up and down all the time regarding how you feel about this situation that you're getting comfortable with and learning to let go of and to move forward from. And so it's really hard to maintain a line of communication with your energy going up and down. I think even his advice, could you not think about me for 2 hours, is actually very wise, because if you can disengage from him, then you might just have a phenomenal connection with him. It's kind of like walking away from the pot you're waiting to boil to make that. I always keep 1 or 2 boxes of gluten-free macaroni and cheese in my pantry because I try not to eat carbs. My body doesn't like it. But there's just some days all I want is the entire box. This is a small box of macaroni and cheese. It's gluten-free. And so I'm all excited. But I have to walk away from the pan so it can actually boil so I can pour the noodles in. And so that's what you're doing. You're waiting for yourself to boil at a high enough vibration so that you guys can actually have a conversation that you also are conscious of. Do you see what I mean?
I do. And I hear different things and such, and I'm practicing.
I know, but you got to stop. You got to relax. You got to let go. We're in the last degree of Pisces while it's in Chiron, or Chiron's in Pisces. I don't know the actual, language for that. And it's all about letting go. Letting go, letting go, letting go, let it go, let it go. So let's just try 2 hours, 20 minutes, whatever you want, where you don't think of him. Like, start practicing that, because it's a practice to let go.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Well, and can I ask, you were chatting with the last caller about her dad and that he kind of misses his life.
Yeah. No, your husband is having fun.
As he would.
He's having fun over there. I'm telling you, he's exploring. He's having a blast. He's like, I don't know why anyone would complain about being here. This is like being on safari all the time. He loves it. He loves it. He's having so much fun.
Wow.
And of course he loves you and the kids, but he gets to see you whenever he wants to, or your children. So he's like, oh, they're fine. And you are. So
my daughter dreams about him a lot. She just doesn't remember the dream very much. Yeah, which is really fabulous. I love that he goes to her.
Me too.
So.
He's with all of you.
Well, yes, that's true. Gotta breathe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're
so
welcome.
Much. You and Betty have a great day.
Thanks
very much. Yeah, for calling in. So 877-825-8828 is the 8828 is the number for. I'll get it out. Let me start over. 877-825-8828 for the show, and we'll take one more before our last break, and we'll take it's Cara, I believe. Cara from Maryland. Cara.
Hi, it's Kara.
Hey, it's Kara. Thanks, Kara. Sorry.
Yes. Hi, that's okay. First, I wanted to say I just found you through Suzanne Giesman's show.
I just love her. I mean, seriously, I'm going to have to. She's amazing.
Oh, she's wonderful. I follow her closely, but I'm just very grateful because I really identify with everything you have to say. So this is really wonderful for me.
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, welcome. So this is your first
Thank
time
you.
calling in?
It is.
Oh, great, great. So what can I do for you?
I am feeling like there is something that I need to let go of that I'm not letting myself be aware of in order to move forward spiritually and just in my life in general. And I'm just wondering if it's showing up energetically or if there's anything that you can pick up on.
Sure. So first of all, your energy looks lovely. Now you're the third person who has stunning energy. And I've written a lot of energy today, and other people are having leaks or whatnot, but this is, again, stunning energy. Here's what I'm going to recommend, because you're a hard worker. You work hard at anything that you want to accomplish. You feel motivated, you get inspired, and you put energy into it. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So you have to stop that.
Okay.
So sometimes we just overdo. We just do and do and do, and then we don't really get the benefit of it because we're in the doing act of it, and our energy isn't calm. And spirituality, receiving information, consciousness, and intuitive gifts and all of that, it's a passive experience. Receptivity, the ability to receive, is very passive. So I think you need to effort less and appreciate what you have accomplished so far. That's also something that people who are doers don't do. They don't really sit down and appreciate what they have accomplished so far. And that's a necessary ingredient to move forward. So I'm asking you to do two very simple things, but I want you to really look at any resistance you might have about that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm asking you to chill, reduce your effort, and value what you have accomplished thus far. And then,
that makes sense.
then you'll be ready to take on some more. Then you'll just get like a nice flow, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So easy.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day in Maryland.
Yeah, thanks, Kara, for joining us. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show. We'll take our last break of the hour, and we'll be right back with more.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri, and I'm thrilled to announce some of my classes that will be emerging in 2019. On March 23rd and 24th, I will be teaching Divine Energy Medicine in Vancouver, Washington. This is the second time I will be teaching this course. It's all about vibration. In my healing practice, one of the things that I focus on is the energy, obviously, of the individual that I'm working on and their frequency. And my job is to get their vibration to rise at a very high molecular level so that they can attract in what's healthy and good for their body or the future things that they want to create in their life. As I do that process, as I align their subatomic particles, I'm also aligning my vibration as well. In fact, my goal is to get their vibration at least as high as my subatomic particles are. So this class is designed to talk about energy medicine on a very deep level, including the chakras and anatomy and all the beautiful things that occur in the physical form, but also how to maintain and create a vibrational frequency that allows for healing to occur much faster and on many, many levels. I look forward to seeing you in March. I hope you can join me. For more information, go to energyintuitive.com.
Did you know as many as 15 million Americans have been diagnosed with COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease? Sadly, COPD is the third most common cause of death in the United States. Hi, I'm Representative Cindy Rhee from Washington. As many as 12 million adults may have COPD and not know it. COPD could include wheezing, cough, chest tightness, and shortness of breath, and it can vary from day to day. COPD is a disease that can worsen over time, and patients may experience flare-ups. Flare-ups can increase shortness of breath and uncontrollable coughing and may lead to hospitalization or even death. While COPD is not curable, there are treatments available to help you breathe better and prevent flare-ups. If you or a loved one has COPD, please talk with your doctor to create an action plan that fits your lifestyle. For more information, please visit womeningovernment.org.
If you want to know how to get in touch with Marie or find out what's on her calendar, there's a variety of ways to do so. You could become Marie's friend on Facebook or even follow her on Twitter. Check out Marie's website. There's tons of new features like Chakra of the Month, a live Twitter feed, and 3 PDFs with extensive exercises for your chakras. You can also sign up for Marie's free quarterly newsletter and also get your questions answered in her Dear Marie column. Simply email Marie your question, and she will answer it in an upcoming edition. Marie also will be speaking and signing books. Find out if she'll be in your area on her events page at energyintuitive.com.
Want to hear something different from talk radio? Keep your dial on Alternative Talk 1150.
Thank you, Vinny. That is one of my favorite songs.
Gotta spice it up for the weekend.
I love it. Oh, yeah. It's Thursday already. Oh, my gosh. This week has gone by so fast. When you teach a weekend, and then I went back to work on Monday, I had a smaller schedule, but it was like, okay, everything just went by really fast, just really, really fast.
Sometimes it happens
like,
that way.
Yeah, I'm still confused about where I am in the week, but and Susie wrote into my website to say it reads like Chiron is in Pisces. So thank you, Susie, for writing in and letting me know how to accurately express that. Thank you so much. So who do we have on the phone line?
Yeah, we'll take Mary now calling in from Seattle. Hi, Mary. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks. Hi, Marie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, although I have to say
Was there a long hesitation?
Yeah, I was like, what happened there?
It was great to hear talking about Chiron, because certainly the last 2 weeks in my house have been pretty crazy. So.
Yeah. Well, according to the person that I saw on YouTube, it should be. I mean, he was really hysterical. It's supposed to be a little crazy right now. You should feel a little weird. A lot's going on. So sorry, but at least now you have an excuse. You know, all my assistants throughout the years love it when I blame things on astrology. They're like, oh, good. What can we blame that on right now? You know, so okay.
I'm gonna use Chiron.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So what can I do for you?
Hey, I'm calling about my son, and he's usually a really healthy guy, but once or twice a year he gets really bad virus in his lungs, and he gets over the acute part okay, but then it tends to really linger. And it just happened again last week, and so I'm just wondering what I can do to help support his immune system.
And how old is he?
15.
Okay. So it's hard, it's a little challenging when they're teenagers because they kind of eat whatever they want whenever they want to, and
Yeah.
But he has
cereal all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that.
He does have allergies, that's why this is happening.
Okay.
Do you happen to know what his blood type is?
Yeah, he's A. He is A.
Yeah.
I think positive, which I read that blood type book. And so that means you should be a vegetarian.
Right.
And
which is fine,
Yeah.
we want teenagers to eat he's growing like crazy right now. We want him to have his nutrition. I would just be very mindful of dairy.
You know what? I have done that because I didn't do that in the past, and I've
get him almond milk.
Okay.
Whatever kind of milk because if he's eating cereal all day, he's probably having cow's milk, and it's harder for A's to digest, according to Dr. Diodamo. It's harder for them to digest cow's milk, if I recall it correctly. So I would look for some milk alternatives, and so he can have all the cereal he wants. but all we have is almond milk, honey, or whatever you decide to buy. Or you can buy there is milk that now I think it's called A1 or A2. Maybe do some investigating where they've done some special cows that actually have less of the lactose in it or something of that nature. Just check it out and find out some alternative milks for him. I think that will make a huge difference for him. I really do.
Yeah, I actually have been buying almond milk, and we used to get regular milk, and then I said no, let's not. But sometimes
you go back.
Eggs and cheese, So should I? Do you think I should get him tested for that, or just?
No, I would just reduce his dairy. I would just reduce his. You can. Going to a naturopath is always extremely insightful and incredibly It brings a lot of awareness to one's health and their wellness because they just understand the physiology of the human body a lot more than our regular physicians typically. Some doctors actually study that on the side. They're so smart they could and learn whatever they need to learn about, holistic medicine because they're incredibly intelligent creatures. So you could, but maybe just, because even though you say there's almond milk, I'm not seeing it. So did you recently buy cow's milk, do you think, or?
No, but I did do the almond milk, and then I think we had a big we had a party with basketball and stuff, and I think there was some milk that he did have.
Yeah, he's pretty
but I didn't replace it. But the cheese, like the eggs and the cheese, are hard to let go of.
True.
Yeah.
So just send positive energy to his chest. Maybe go over that part of the book. Take him to a naturopath if you want to. Okay. But you're doing great. You're doing lovely. Really, you're a wonderful mother. Are you appreciating and valuing yourself as a mother?
Well, I think that's part of this.
I do too.
That's happening too. That's really it's a big piece for me.
Yeah, I think it's really important because when moms do that, that actually helps their kids, oddly enough, right? Because they're connected to us so deeply. And if you can value and appreciate who you are, that could help his immune system, literally.
Yeah.
So that's your
I know.
homework.
I can feel that. So
yeah.
Could I ask you one other quick question?
Quick, because I have people waiting
Okay.
and we only have 10 minutes left or 7 or something like that. Yes.
So he was scheduled to get a vaccination and we put it off because he got sick. Should I wait a month, 2 weeks? What do you have a?
Do you mind telling me what the vaccination is for?
It's MMR.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the ones I think, like everybody gets to make their own decisions. I'm someone who I don't think we should vaccinate everybody for everything. I don't think that's healthy. But, we do have a measles outbreak here in our state. But I do think people need to be well when they get a vaccination. So I would wait till his immune system's elevated if you want to give him that vaccine.
I really don't, but I kind of feel like, okay.
Well, it's up to you. Again, it's up to everybody gets to decide what's in their best interest, right? And I think moms have a good read on what intuitively is best for their children. I don't think people should be vaccinating their kids out of fear. I think it should be done out of joy, So like I always waited quite a while. My kids were always behind schedule. In fact, my oldest, when she went to go work in the hospital doing like administrative work, she had to have a titer done just because we weren't really sure what I did or didn't do. She was covered, luckily. But I was very like, no, not this year. We're not doing that one this year. And of course, my kids are much older, so there was less vaccinations at that time period, right?
Yeah.
So, wait till he's feeling well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful day. That was a great question,
thanks,
by the way.
Mary, for joining us. And I believe that A2 is the
thank you.
enhanced
A2.
milk. Yeah, A1 is the traditional.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
So much. I know. I really love that. I so appreciate it.
All right. 877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take Tisha now calling in from Seattle. Hi, Tisha. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, Tisha. I love your name. What a fun name. No, really. It's not Trisha. It's Tisha. I love it.
Special.
I really like
thank
it.
You.
So
that's the first, but thank you.
So you're pregnant?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay. I'm so sorry. I'm not. Obviously, I need to read the reader board better. I thought it said like 40 weeks, but you're turning 40.
It's a birthday.
So you're hoping you're not pregnant right now.
Gosh, no.
Like, Marie, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't want to be pregnant. Okay. So, but you must be pregnant with something if I'm thinking that, right? So what are you pregnant with right now?
Well, I have no idea. I think
because
so
I literally I cannot get gestation out of my mind. So and you're not pregnant, which is lovely, but that means you're birthing something. So what are you birthing?
Well, I have no idea, but hopefully it's good.
Well, of course it's going to be good. I mean, pregnancy, delivering, all of that is, from the human perspective, is socially a very happy event. So here's what I'm hearing. There's something you're denying that you want to birth, or you're in the birthing process and you won't let it happen. Do you think that it is historically challenging for you to allow yourself to really celebrate you or grow your things that really bring incredible joy for you. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. So because you aren't pregnant, this is clear. At least you weren't at the grocery store and I, falsely like celebrated, something that wasn't happening because that I have done that once before and that is kind of embarrassing. So that's good. But you need to work on celebrating yourself. You really, really do. Maybe because you are birthing something. It's happening. And you're one of those people, you wait until the universe spells it out to you in every language possible before you will let yourself even admit that something amazing is about to happen. And you've got to knock that off. Here's one of my most favorite things that I say every single day. If I forget to say it in the morning, then I say it in the evening. And this is what I say. What if something amazing is happening right now in my life? Or I just say, what if something amazing is happening right now? Or what if something amazing is going to happen today? You need to start doing that because you're waiting and waiting for the universe to bring something to you when you need to meet them in the middle. But you have to get excited about it. You have to realize that you're worthy and valuable about whatever it is, even if you don't know what it is, which is the case most of the time. Most people don't know anything about their magnificence. Is this making sense what I'm talking about?
Yes, way too much.
I love it. That this pregnant analogy actually was perfect, just exactly what we needed. So now you've got your homework, and I think you need some help. I think you need to ask for help. You're not good at that either. Ask a couple of friends to help you get excited and learn how to be receptive and start feeling lucky.
Okay.
Okay?
Fine. Yes.
Okay.
Good stuff. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a beautiful
day. And one final off since it's her 40th. I gotta give her some love. Come on. It's only appropriate, right? She's gonna on her 40th. She's gonna.
Yeah, happy birthday. That's exciting.
I love the metaphor.
Oh, you did? Okay, great.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think we have time for one more before the end of the show.
Okay.
And it's Andrea. Is that right?
How do you say it?
Did I say it right? Andrea?
It's Andrea.
Andrea, great.
Oh,
great.
This is like giving me a nod, like, keep going with it. Like,
and you're in Portland.
I am, yes.
Yay.
Thank you, Marie, for everything you do.
Oh, you're so welcome. It's my pleasure. I actually really love what I do. But thank you so much for saying what you did. That's really lovely. So what can I do for you today?
Well, I'm kind of looking to get an energy read. I took your Reiki class a few years ago.
Thank you.
And I've seen you in a couple other events, and I've really been working to get my vibration up, and I'm not seeming to tap into the turn.
Well,
of
actually,
my intuition.
Oh, the turn of your intuition. Okay, all right. So, we're in these final steps with, if I can remember what Susie said. Where let me get back onto I know Benny's going, look, we don't have time for this.
No, it's fine. You got to.
Okay, thank you. We're in these final steps with Chiron is in Pisces. That's the correct way to say it. Thank you, Susie, again. And so you need to let go because I think, again, you're working too hard on this. Anything we work too hard on, Esther Hicks describes this beautifully. She says that effort actually equals resistance. And there are some people who don't put any effort, so that doesn't count for them, but you do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to stop. What would it feel like if your tuition was on fire and you were having enormous multisensory experiences? How would you feel?
Elated.
Oh, and your response was so genuine. This is how I want you to allow yourself to feel all day long. And you can even say to yourself, what if my intuition is on fire and it's better than I even imagined? And then you produce that feeling that you just produced for us on the air right now, spontaneously, by the way. You did a great job. That's what's going to bring it in. No more efforting. You just want to be in the energy that it's already here. And that's what will make it happen.
Wonderful.
Yeah, great question. I will be teaching divine energy medicine just outside of Portland next month, by the way. And it's all about vibration. Not that you have to come, but we will be in your area. So that should be fun. It's on the website, energyintuitive.com.
Seats are available.
We do have some seats left. That's true. Yeah.
Cool. I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry. I got a minute left. There's no more time.
So we're done. And I do have a class coming up at the end of February. It's about the amazing chakra system, and it's advanced energy medicine. awareness about chakras, and it is online. It's a 3-part course. You can go to energyintuitive.com. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, Benny, for helping us out on the show, as you always do. We hope you get plenty of rest today.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Gonna.
All right, and thank you, Lisa, of course, for answering the
Lisa.
phones. We totally appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for listening. We love you very, very much. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye for now.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host, guest, and caller.